Why won't this thing come off? Come on! Finally! Timber! Why'd you do that to me, dude?
I thought it would give you inspiration. And look, it did. I heard you over there talking. You want to make a video on the boosted gear. Now do it and give me treats.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to repaint probably the most favorite thing I've ever made. If you don't know what this is the boosted gear from the anime High School DxD. It's one of my favorite animes, and I just love the freaking boosted gear in it. I think it's so cool. I tried making this multiple times, and I failed multiple times, and then finally I came up with this design, which it isn't perfect, but it came out pretty good. I enjoy it. I mean, the gloves, obviously, they're a little rough, glue-wise and all that stuff. Even the inner seam on this is heavily glued. I mean, it is what it is, though. I like it. I think it's awesome. And today, I want to repaint it, because I don't know if you can see on the camera, this is all flat paint. It's very lackluster. Yeah, it's a cool build, but it's not really popping out. So, what I plan on doing is, I have a mixture of red I'm going to try. I got a brand new yellow for these things that I think is going to be brighter and maybe even glossy. I'm not sure. I have to check it. And then I'm going to attempt to make this gem look like a gem and not just a green surface. But in order to do that, I got this metallic sterling silver and bright red. Bright red is what I think I used to paint this to begin with anyways. So I might as well use that as a base for the silver. And I did already mix like I made a little test plate and then I mixed this paint together. And from what I've seen, it looked pretty good. So what you're going to need is this type of stuff. And then I'm going with the big boy brush. Probably the biggest one I have. So what you want to do, I mean, you could take and get a little measuring cup and like really go in depth with the measuring of each one. I'm not. I'm going to freehand it and just hope it works. And then that's what I did with the test plate, and it seemed like it worked pretty good. The only downside with this is I should have built something that I could stand this up in. That way I could paint a 360 view of it as I'm doing it, rather than sitting it down and painting one side and then painting another side. I mean, the good thing about this is, even if I paint the one side, I have these little things to kind of like hide the line, if there even is one. I'm pretty good at blending my paint. But for right now, I'm going to take it, I'm going to mix these up and see how it looks. So I'm going to do that for you guys. I'm going to let you watch me do this. So I'm going to put a lot of red. And then I'm going to put maybe half of that in silver or 3/4 of that. Let's see here. Let's try that once and see how that looks. The cool thing about freehand mixing like this, you can always just add either, if it's too silvery, add more red, or if it's too red, add more silver. You just got to kind of eye it up and see how it's going to look. And I mean, this already, I don't know if you can see this, but this already is looking very metallic looking, and I like it. It looks good. I think this is going to come out really cool. When you're doing this too, you want to make sure you mix it very thoroughly. You don't want to be painting and have lines of like bright red mixed in with this metallic red. You're going to be like, what the heck? But I mean, look at that. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix it up very thoroughly. I might even use a stick rather than the brush. But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start painting a little bit, and then I'll get back to you guys and let you see what it looks like. But I'll be right back. Okay, so I just painted this part of it. I'm noticing it's kind of looking a little pink. I'm hoping when it dries, it just looks metallic red. I mean, even if it is a little more pink than red, I don't care. I had added a bunch more red to that mixture while I was doing it and went over it. And it still looks a little pink. I'm assuming that's just a side effect of the silver. I don't really care. I'm loving how sparkly and like glossy it's starting to look already. I'm going to let this dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to start working on the glove. This is going to be a little difficult because the more I paint this glove, the stiffer it gets. I don't know if you can tell how stiff this thing is. This was a cloth glove. So I'm going to try and go a little bit easy like down here. But up in here, I'm just going to let it rip and paint really thick. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys too is, so let me try and grab this without getting my hands wet. So when you're painting something and you're trying to cover a big area and you're using a big brush, you do want to be careful around the other paint colors that are on it. I don't know if you can tell, but I got some red in the yellow. With that, you just cover up your mistakes by, once this is dried, then you go over the yellow, which I'm going to do anyways. So let me get back to you guys. Like I said, I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to work on the glove. Okay, so as you can tell, I finished painting the top part of the glove. It's starting to dry a little bit, and it's starting to look really metallic. The gauntlet part, again, it's almost dry. It's still a little wet in some areas, but the color that's coming through, I like it. I like the way it looks. It's very shiny, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to look metallic. At this point, though, I'm kind of getting sick of waiting for this to dry. I thought it would be faster drying paint. I might go ahead and make a little stand for at least the gauntlet to stay on. The glove isn't super important to stand on, and the bottom of it, I'll paint it, but it's not super important. This is the most important thing right here, is the gauntlet. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. I'm going to go ahead and glue together just like a little stand for this thing to stand up on, and then I'll get back to you once this is dry and I have the stand complete. That way I can start working on the back and get at least the red done, because I want to work on the yellow and then the gem. So I will talk to you guys in a few. Okay, so I made stands for both of these. I didn't go anything crazy with it. I just cut a simple piece, rounded it, glued the seam, and then glued it to a flat spot. This is for the gauntlet, then this is for the glove. As you can see, just slides right in, kinda, sorta. I don't know, maybe I made that too wide. Okay, whatever. I made that one too wide, I guess. I'll have to adjust it then. But here's the glove one. Just slides right on, and it sits there. I don't know why this one is messing up. Maybe I don't know, maybe I gotta bend it a little bit. Oop. You want it to be tight anyways, because you don't want it sliding around when you're trying to paint, but there you go. Made the stand for the gauntlet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to really get to painting on these. I'm going to try and get them complete, and then as they're drying, I'll take a video of the red, and then I'm going to work on the yellow and probably the gem in the front after that. So I'm going to get done painting the red, and then I'll get back to you guys. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I went a little crazy with the painting. I finished the gauntlet front and back. I did the front side 2 coats, the back side 1 for now. But that's done. I'm going to let it dry. The glove as well. I don't really want to touch the fingers and stuff on it yet because they're still kind of wet. But I did the front twice and the back once. Now I'm going to let them sit and dry. And as you can tell, I went a little crazy. I got paint all over my hands. I finished up all that paint in the middle. I'm going to allow them a chance to dry. And then I'm going to wash my brush, and wait for them to dry. In the meantime, though, I wanted to show you guys, I got some true green for the gem. I'm also going to add some other stuff in to try and make it look like it's shiny or reflective. And then this yellow I got is yellow flame. I've never tried it before. I'm not even sure what it's going to look like. It looks really bright. So I'm going to try it on those yellow pieces on the gauntlet and see what happens. But for now, I'm going to wait, let them dry, and then I'll be back to you guys to do the gem and the yellow. So I'll talk to you guys here in a little. Alright, so these guys are dry now. I'm really digging the way that they came out. They came out very like shiny red. I don't know if you can see too well on the video or not, but they are exactly what I wanted. Both of them. They both came out really good. So as they were drying, I mixed up my colors I'm going to need for the rest of this. So the yellow for these accents on the gauntlet, I mixed in some silver with that to try and brighten it up and make it a little shiny. I mixed up a light green for the accents on the gem, as well as a dark green for the accents, and then a regular green for the rest of the gem that doesn't have stuff in it. Because what I'm doing is I'm going off of a picture that I have of him holding the gem up, and the reflectiveness shows like different aspects of the green of this gem. So I'm going to go off that picture and I'm going to try and make it as best as I can. And hopefully it turns out good. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Regardless, I mean, this is shiny, but I wanted it a lot shinier. I'm going to eventually clear coat this, and I might work out the color variations if it doesn't come out good. But for right now, I'm going to paint the yellow quick, and then I'm going to work on the gem, and I might give you a step-by-step on the gem. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to start painting this stuff, and then I'll get back to you guys, so I'll see you in a few. Alrighty, I got the yellow done on the gauntlet. It's a little, like, I don't know, whiter than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more of a deep yellow, and it's kind of like a white yellow. But, I mean, it looks good, and it'll probably accent the gauntlet overall. So far, with the glove, I put this here to kind of show it's a gem. I'm also going to add other accents and stuff, but I just wanted to show you ahead of time what I'm doing with the glove. And I'll kind of give you a little close-up step-by-step on it, but I'll be back. I'm going to go put some more accents on that. Okay, so I just added some more little accents to it to try and make it look more like a gem, like it's reflective. I might take that light green and add a little bit of white into it once it dries. But for right now, I'm going to do the edges of the regular green with regular green because I don't know if you can see, I got some red on it and it's a little uneven, but I just wanted to show you the little step-by-step I got going with the gem. I think it's turning out alright. Looks pretty good to me. But I'm going to work on the green real quick and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I finished the little tiny accents on the gem. As I showed you before, the yellow is done. That there is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not sure what I'm going to do next, but I might build something. I'll see what's in the works, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.
Now that the video's complete and I've got my treats, like and subscribe!